Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Wednesday said he is determined to continue military operations against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. His remarks come after an earlier call with President Biden, who told the Israeli premier he expected a significant de-escalation today on the path to a ceasefire, according to a readout of the call from the White House. Netanyahu made his remarks in a video posted to Twitter and filmed outside Israel's military headquarters in Tel Aviv. And the tweet reads from the Israeli Prime Minister account on Twitter: "I have just come from the IDF Operational Command Center. It is very impressive. With every passing day, we are striking at more of the terrorist organization's capabilities, targeting more senior commanders, toppling more terrorist buildings, and hitting more weaponry stockpiles. We're also killing children and pregnant women, but we're going to leave that out." The Prime Minister said he appreciates the support of Biden for the state of Israel's right to self-defense. So there's the U.S. putting a rubber stamp on this nonsense. But he continued, "I am determined to continue this operation until its objective is achieved to restore the calm and security to you, citizens of Israel." Netanyahu's remarks raised the risk that military operations against Hamas will continue even as the Islamic terror organization has expressed its support for a ceasefire and growing calls from the international community and U.S. members of Congress to immediately halt the violence. You know what's sad about this? When they put the part of how Hamas expressed support for a ceasefire, and then you have Netanyahu saying, "No, I want to continue to fire on these people until we have secured the state of Israel's right to security," whatever that means, because again, that's like a nebulous term. Like, how many people have to die before you're fine with supporting a ceasefire and not killing any more people? But he actually sounds more like a terrorist than the supposed Islamic terror organization that, the Hamas is being described as by the Hill. I mean, I would think that terrorists would take joy in causing death and destruction, but they're not, which is why they're supporting a ceasefire or expressing support for it. And then the Prime Minister of Israel, who apparently is so concerned about civilians and their safety, is backing what he seemingly wants to be a never-ending conflict. When you use terms like restoring the calm and security, there are various other crimes that are committed, I mean, just across the world, whether that's robbery, whatever. So it doesn't really lay out a specific thing that has to occur for him to say, "All right, I'm done bombing Hamas." Like, the Prime Minister sounds more, again, like a terrorist than the actual supposed terrorist. Imagine if, I don't know, the United States got bombed, for example. And as the president, I say, let's go, and the country that did it is Afghanistan. Just, this is a hypothetical. And Afghanistan, after a few days of me bombing them, says, "Hey, we support a ceasefire. We don't want any more people to get killed." And I come out and I say, I will continue this operation until its objective is achieved to restore the calm and security to you, citizens of America. What does that even mean? I guess it's true. If you kill everybody, then there can be no more terrorism. But again, they're killing people, the Israeli side, the people who are so concerned about civilian safety. They've killed over 60 children, 3 pregnant women. But I guess, as long as the person is not, on their side, it doesn't matter. Because we've seen that happen before, where a lot of people in their just complete psychopathy or sociopathy are actually very content with the murder of like tens or just hundreds of people, as long as they don't live in the same region as them. It's really insane, but that's what he sounds like. The Israeli Prime Minister is more terrorist-like in his rhetoric than the actual terrorist.